I'm a son of a Taekwondo grandmaster. Our family immigrated to the United States of America in 1975, and my father opened his first Taekwondo school in 1976. I pretty much grew up in a Taekwondo school, right? Being an immigrant in the United States, not a lot of childcare, so a lot of days were just, hanging out at the school with my parents and so forth. I went to university in Wisconsin, so I got my degree there. And after I graduated, I decided this is what I wanted to do as a career. What was neat is that I needed to really go to university to figure out that this is what I wanted to do, because I started teaching there on the side and then realized this is really fun, and I realized I can do this for a very, very long time. And that's kind of how I got started with being a part of martial arts. I'm also just one of these people that's really curious. I'm very curious about how things work and how you can get better, and I'm just a constant learner. So I've also learned a lot of different other martial arts. I've dabbled in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've done Kali Eskrima. I've done some reality self-defense courses with some high-level police trainers. And if we teach self-defense, then you've got to be immersed and educated in that as well. I also love Taekwondo. That's been my base. I started off in traditional ITF Taekwondo, which we still do in our academy. And then I'm also WT and Kukkiwon certified as a level 1 or level 3, school within the Kukkiwon. So just, all around, I think being a professional in martial arts means that you got to be constantly learning and trying to be your best and so forth. And that's a little bit of background on who I am. Yeah, I realized that in the world, or in the United States of America, there are not many things that uphold standards, standard practices, right, for the martial art industry. So if you wanted to be a barber or cut hair, you have to get a license, right? You need a barber's license, right? And I think you have to get training, once a year to make sure that you're up with, public health procedures and things like that. There is really nothing like that in the United States. Like, anybody with a black belt could open a Taekwondo school. And in fact, we've seen it happen, right? There's a lot of people that are not real Taekwondo instructors and masters and so forth, because the general public just doesn't know. So to me, part of about American Sabanim Association is to help increase the quality standards of martial arts here in America. And not just in America, but all over the world. Just making sure that we're doing the best business practices, making sure we're doing the best health procedures, right? Like an AED machine. That's, I think, one of the things that all schools should have in their dojangs. Things like how to teach kids. We're working with children, right? And how well have we been trained on how to speak with children, right? Are we just doing things off the cuff, or, do we actually have something that, can help that? And then also, proper business procedures, right? It's a business, right? So at some point you've got to be profitable, otherwise you won't be in business, right? So just making sure you know how to grow your dojang and so forth. So it's really a collection of top school owners from all around the world coming here and just helping each other out and getting better. So I think that is a very, very important piece of what we do and how we do it. And I think that's a really neat thing of what American Sabanim Association is about. And once again, there's nothing holding us to have better professional standards. I think that's something that we need to do collectively ourselves. And I know in certain states like Washington, they've enacted some laws that kind of help regulate martial arts schools. So before, an entity like the government that comes in and to regulate us, I think that's something that we have to do better at. Yeah, well, the reason we do this is, part of it is for me too, right? Because I want to make sure I listen to see, how the rest of the industry is getting better and what they're learning and so forth. I'm not always, I'm not the smartest person in the room, right? And I know there's when you put a lot of smart, good, ambitious people together, amazing things happen. And I think that's one of the reasons I try to be a part of this. The main thing is the conference that we organize. The other things that we would organize is that we have something called the Inner Circle, which is for bigger school owners. So if you are doing a certain level of revenue, in your academy and a certain level of students, then you can be invited to this inner circle where we're all trying to help us grow our dojangs to new levels.